So the Newton I got from Cash Converters. I got for about 65 bucks or so, 70 bucks. Came with lots of different paperwork and stuff. So things like this: improved handwriting recognition guide, setup guides, lots of kind of boring things for the warranty. Put them over there. Did come with some nice stickers here, still in good condition. On something else later. The 110 handbook. So nice guide handbook there for all the features and how to use it. Newton Mail. Not sure what that is. Electronic connection between your world and your Newton. Something to do with internet connection or whatnot. Came with this as well. This is like different software, things like money, other planners, presenting things. It comes on either the floppy disks here, which you put on your Newton, or these cards here, which are like the one I've got in here. So this is the flash storage card. So these software titles here would come on something like that. And all sorts of different mapping and other things like that. We also have a accessories pamphlet. So connection kits, print and fax modem, accessories, there's 1 meg and 2 meg flash storage cards, which one from the US came with that. More on that later. And also, power adapters, charging stations, some nice leather carrying cases, and I'm not sure how you'd order them. Call your Newton helpline number for information on availability of these Newton accessories. That would have been back in the day. So these are all dated around 1994. So I doubt any of these numbers and warranty still exist. And the last thing this came with is a Newton VHS. So this is Welcome to Newton, important features and handwriting tips. So they really seem to be on about handwriting tips. But I've got no way to play that. Don't have a VHS player. I've probably got someone that has one still. So I might be able to put that on archive.net or on YouTube, something like that. Unless it's already on there. And that's pretty much it. So let's have a look at the Newton itself. This is the Apple Newton MessagePad 110, the code name Lindy. This has a 20 MHz ARM 610 processor, 4 megs of ROM, and 1 meg of SRAM, with 480K usable. Also has an infrared
beaming capabilities, and a 320 by 240 pressure sensitive microphone display. You can access this display by pushing in this button and opening the lid. Here we have the display, and up the top here we have the shortcuts and help. On the side here we have the power switch and a dial for adjusting the contrast of the display. On the back here we've got a battery door and a release for the expansion card, which I don't have. Also have two contacts here, not quite sure what they're for. On this side here we have a charging port. This looks like a standard barrel jack, and a sync port which looks like S-Video. I don't currently have any of those connectors, but we might be able to power it off batteries or this barrel jack. Here we have the stylus or pen, which we'd use on the display. And that slides back in there magnetically. And on the top here we have the infrared port. Now I did try and power this up before, but no luck. Now, it looks like there's a bit of corrosion in the battery terminals. I did however replace the backup CR2032 battery and try and reset it. Now we'll just try again, just in case it was the backup battery. Takes 4 AA's. And I'm assuming any AA batteries will work. This was listed on a website and store called Cash Converters, which sells second-hand goods, a bit like a pawnbroker. So I got the batteries in there, and to turn it on, go to open a display, and then push down and release. That looks like we've got no luck there.
So since the Newton I got from Cash Converters was not working, I went and purchased one from the US. This one I got actually didn't include this cover here, and it didn't include the back battery cover. So what I had done is removed all these screws and taken this whole back cover, and which includes this front cover here, and I have put it on this working Newton. This one also came with a backup card, a 2 meg flash storage card. Looks like it was purchased on the 5th of the 8th 94, assuming that's in the US date format. And it doesn't go in that way, it goes in that way. And I did clean off the label at the front here. Unfortunately, some of the isopropyl I used in wipes has discolored it here. I'm not sure what the original color is, but I might be able to somehow clean that up. Now you can already see here that I've got this card. It says 431k in use and 1401k free. So you can back up all your stuff to this card and you can restore. So I can actually do a backup. Last backup on here was 1995. It's actually backing that up now. So you can store names and dates for your calendar, and you can add extra software. I haven't actually worked out how to do that yet, but I believe once it's done that, it'll be able to do some things on that. I have tried to do some handwriting recognition. I've tried to record video, and yeah, it takes a while for the handwriting to get recognized. So this one is fully working now. I will work out how to install software. Now I know it is possible to, oops, that was backing up, okay. Anyway, it is possible to install software from these cards, buy them hopefully off eBay, and it also have the option to connect this up to a computer and synchronize software that way. So I think I have just killed it. I'm hoping it still works. But it'll work right now. I remove the card, see if it still works. There we go, still working. So I can back up again onto here. But there's not much in there at the moment. In and out box for your messages. This is connection for using the serial connection here, or using the infrared. There's stuff for looking at what's on the card, so I can back up items on here, and there's lots of other things here which I'm not sure what they are. Things like calculators, formulas, quite useful. I had a look in there. There is metric conversions, currency exchange, loan payments, net present values. We've got an address book here. I'm not sure who these people are, but that was what was already on there. We have a calendar here, and it doesn't really recognize handwriting that well, so it takes a while. So it's record as RACOL, but there are options in here to go through the settings and change how it actually recognizes your handwriting, and the more you use it, the more it actually recognizes your handwriting and knows how to write. So I'm hoping to actually install software on here somehow, and hopefully it'll be more usable. Now obviously it's way out of date, and it's probably almost 30 years old. There's not much use for it, but as a collector's item and as something interesting, it's worthwhile keeping. Now, there's a lot of communities online, Reddit communities and websites that you can consult about the Newton. But yeah, there's not much I can do with it. But it is a interesting item to see that the iPads and the iPhones would have originated from something like this.